Hi, how are you guys today?
Good, how you
Good
doing?
to see you again, Sam.
See ya.
Is this Joe, I'm
Alright,
assuming?
Joe.
Nice to finally see you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for taking your time out of your day today, guys, to meet
Yeah,
with
of
me. I
course.
really appreciate it. So, I met with Sam here,
Yep.
and we just were kind of discussing. Oh, I'm sorry about your girlfriend.
It's all right. She's fine. She walks it off.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. We were just discussing how Lyft LLC is kind of trying to get more into electrification potentially and the different benefits that that could provide for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so with Sam, since he's kind of the materials logistics guy, we were really concerned with cutting costs and things like that.
Mhm.
But as I understand, you're a design engineer, right?
Correct. Yep. Me and my team, we kind of work on specing in based off of new market trends and stuff like that. And
Okay,
that's a pretty recent market trend is going green. So we've
yes.
been looking into it. We're not completely sold on the idea of it.
Right.
We've looked into it.
Right. And like I was telling Sam, I feel like the whole electrification thing is like a buzzword right now. Like
Yeah.
everyone's talking about it, super trendy.
Yeah.
But I don't see this being a trend that's going away. If anything, it's just going to continue to evolve.
Mhm.
So the farther ahead that you can get of it, the better. And that's really going to set you apart from your guys' competitors. So we were in contact. We sent that trailer for you guys to get that data for the sizing that we needed for the electrification system.
Did you go down to Florida?
Yeah, we sent it down to Florida. Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't get an invite.
Well, you were supposed to go.
Well,
Right, yeah, I emailed you.
I
What
got
was
caught
that
up
about?
on things.
Yeah, it was nice. We took our guys on a little trip. They got to go to Florida. And yeah, we got some work done as well. So, with that being said, we came up with a quote to quote this system for you guys. Before we dive into that, do you, Joe, have any other questions about electrification or thoughts on that at all?
I mean, I have a pretty good understanding of it. I
Mhm.
wasn't here when you guys talked last time, so I'm not sure what you guys talked about. So I don't know if you could give me a kind of a rundown of what happened.
Yeah, of course. So I was really just explaining to Sam what we were trying to integrate and what parts we would be replacing and how that would sort of work, and then the different value that that would add to your trucks that you're selling. So we talked about how noise concern is a big issue for you guys, especially in California, and the emissions. Do you have a lot of trucks that are running in California right now?
Well, we can't have any running in California right now, so that's been like the initial, okay, we probably need to figure this out if we want to get back into that market.
Right.
But no, right now we can't do anything there, so.
Perfect. So because in California, obviously they have to be under 25 horsepower for that. So these are going to be 10 kilowatt hours.
Okay.
So those will fit that. And I know you were asking me about the decibels.
Mm-hmm.
And I made sure I double checked everything and they run at 70 decibels. And you said you need to be under 80.
So
So
it'd be good for Dallas and Houston.
Yeah.
yes. So that's pretty much what Sam and I talked about. We also talked about how we're Iowa Fluid Power, so we do some hydraulics and things with that. So that's something that we can also talk about at a later date of maybe helping you guys with some of your hydraulic components as well.
So this quote's just for batteries and we still have the hydraulics?
This quote is going to be, we're making a prototype for you guys to
Okay.
put onto your lift trucks. So this is going to have your electric motor, your electric batteries, and then there are some hydraulic components that are supplied by the kit as well.
Okay.
So it's just a turnkey kit. Everything that we're going to need is going to be a part of it then.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So here's this quote that you guys can look at that has the prototype. And then we do have a one-time development fee. And so that's what's kind of described in this one here.
Mhm.
And then this will be just for the prototype itself. So while upfront costs may be intimidating, the return on investment on these systems is absolutely incredible. Sam was telling me that you guys do some maintenance as
Yep.
well on the trucks. Okay, so just in maintenance itself, you're going to be saving around $15,000 a year. So your return on investment is going to be in 2 years, and you're going to be caught back up.
Is that savings that the customer is going to see? Is that savings that we're going to see? Because I mean, for us,
If we're
service
doing
is
the
a
maintenance, yeah,
big
we're
part of
making the
what we
money.
do.
No big deal.
Obviously, our customers aren't always happy when stuff breaks down, but I mean, when we can send someone out and help them out and make some
Right.
money doing it, it's always good for us. But
Right, exactly. But you don't want that breaking down and maintenance issues associated with your trucks. So this is kind of going to eliminate that factor as well. So that's a value add that you can add to your customers compared to maybe some of your competitors who haven't gone quite the electrification route yet. And so IFP, like I said, we do a lot of hydraulics and pneumatics, but the push towards electrification is all over our industry. And we're really looking for a partner to help kind of pave the way for us and like hitch our wagons to each other. And we think that you guys would be a great fit for that with implementing this system as well.
So this is going to be a great fit for you guys and be kind of the first group of electrification going. An extra $20,000 for a development fee. Could you guys take care of that if this is going to be a future for your guys' business as well? And we just stick to this 25,000, which is still high when we're getting for our diesel ones, like 15,000 plus our labor. I mean, at least this is turnkey, but still it's an extra $10,000 we get to add to the customer. And then you're talking about a one-time buy of an extra 20,000, so 45,000.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
So that one-time fee, I can understand your concern, but really, I mean, this is all that you're going to get with this, and this is one time. So you're just putting up the upfront cost to gain it back on the back end when we're designing everything for you. And I understand it is more costly than what you're currently doing, but this is a solution that's really going to help put you guys above the rest.
You mentioned like hitching a wagon and like going through this together. Is this your guys' first time doing anything similar to us? Do you have any other
we have done
similar industries that you've worked with?
Yes. Actually, I have some info here for you guys. We have done this before, and we have done it on a bucket truck before. We've done forestry trucks. Here's just, I mean, a list of things that we've kind of helped through the electrification process.
I mean, that looks like our competitor. So you've done this with our competitors before, the same system?
The same system, since this is a custom solution, not exactly the same, no. And you got to catch up with the competitor if that's what we're concerned about. So
if ours works out great and it works better than the competitors, are you just going to go down the street and start selling our system to theirs, or is there any kind of protection on our end that whatever we get designed and fitted for us is ours? Do we own that design and everything like that, or is it just your next thing that you can put on a catalog and start selling?
No, we really want to customize and tailor your solution to you. So your competitor might not be experiencing the same issues as you. I mean, it really just depends on each application, and our engineers work really hard to tailor your design towards you. Now, this technology is, I mean, it's going to eventually happen for everyone, but really the idea about this is you guys like being a trailblazer for that and while still being efficient and not having to worry about issues of it breaking down and things like that come with kind of trailblazing issues. But we have applied this to garbage trucks, to concrete molding mixer things. So this isn't our first time trying to do this, if that's a concern for you guys. And along with that maintenance, there is less heat and vibration, obviously, with the electric motor. And obviously, you're not running the diesel engine all day. So that's going to cut down your emissions and all of that. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But this could save you up to 64,000 miles of engine runtime. So obviously, you guys are just the manufacturers, but that's going to make your stuff last much longer. It's going to create a better reputation for you out there with your customers as well.
The biggest question I have is it might help us out in California, but it also might force us to lose business elsewhere where electrification doesn't matter. I mean, we sell places all over the world. So is it really worth going to something like this if we're going to lose all of our business in Florida or whoever knows where? But I
know. And it is kind of hard to get your old school customers to kind of switch over to this sort of thinking. But really, I mean, if you show them the numbers, I don't see any way that they could deny that this isn't going to help them. I mean, reduced maintenance, reduce time on your engine, fuel prices, who knows what those are going to look like today, tomorrow, a week from now. So anyone who's putting up the costs, and that's a lot of overhead for them, I don't see why it would be an issue other than just getting them to switch their thinking into a more modern way.
Is there any way that, I mean, you mentioned fuel prices going up, like that's real, but it's also real for every other price. Are these prices fixed for 3 years, 5 years? Are they fixed for if we buy one, buy 100?
Right.
How does that work?
So with our pricing, we're with this quote, I mean, this is the prototype, and our first run, we would obviously stick to our honest pricing and try to keep that pretty consistent with you guys. As far as locking in pricing, I think we do 3-year contracts for locking in your pricing. I know that obviously you're the purchasing guy, so that's probably a concern of yours. But
Yeah, it's a major concern, right? So
Yeah.
you said it's locked in at 25,000 if we do 100,000 of these, or if we do 10 of these for 3 years. Is there any quantity discounts even in those 3 years in the contract pricing?
we do have minimums, obviously.
What would be your minimums?
100.
100 per year?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because what kind of volume are you guys
I
putting
mean,
in?
we're looking at 30 a year,
Okay.
so 100 would be 3 years already worth of
Right.
that. So, and you want to do 100 a year?
We can negotiate different contracts as well.
Okay,
I mean,
And
unless we put a PO in for 100 and you just stock all that stuff at your
Right.
place. I mean, we don't have the room for it, but we could have you
Kind of
stock it if
ship. Yeah, that's
you're willing to stock all that stuff for us.
yeah, we do have, like I was telling him, our headquarters in Cedar Rapids, we just expanded, so we do have more room, and we're really just trying to partner with you and get what's best for you. So if that's what you need us to do, that's definitely something we can talk about. As far as payment terms, those are on this one. So it would be 60% net due prior to shipment, and then we would do 40% net 30 days.
and that would just be for the prototype
Yes.
or for all?
That would be for the prototype, and then that is the same, that's for this quote today. But
Okay.
those are our same payment terms, essentially.
Okay, and that's fine. That's nothing crazy by
Okay.
any means.
I know we were talking about lead times previously,
Yes,
and we do offer a 10% expedite fee to have it in half your quoted lead time. So right now, we're looking at about 16 to 20 weeks after the quote.
for the prototype, it's an extra 10% if we want to expedite it.
Yes, and that's pretty standard for our expediting fees as well.
Is that for main production too?
Yes.
Okay,
Is that for a whole system or components within the system, or maybe you don't know?
So when we send you this prototype system, yes, that would be for that.
Okay.
but if you have 3 years of stock for us in your Cedar Rapids location, like you said, if we
Mhm.
ordered 100 at this price today, it's
Right,
got 3 years of stock. How would there be an expedite fee if they're in stock?
right. This is just for the prototype, but
That's just for the prototype.
yes,
Okay.
but if we were, sorry, I misspoke. If we were going to go forward with that plan, then there wouldn't be a need for expediting things because we have them in stock.
Okay. But we're gonna do a one-time $45,000 and we have to do an extra 10%
If we want
if we want to
to,
expedite.
when we need it.
Okay.
If that is an issue for you guys, maybe the upfront cost with this as well, we can switch it. So it would be 40% upfront, maybe 60 at 30.
Okay,
If that's a little more manageable for you, I think that we could make that work. I trust that you guys would pay me on
I
time.
would need to run the numbers
Right,
to see
of
what
course.
that comes out to be roughly.
Yeah. Essentially, what we just want you guys to get out of this is value added to your customers, because really that's kind of the pain point that we recognized in our first meeting, Sam and I. And this is going to immensely help that. And then you'll be able to upsell other things. Maybe your customers will have more money to buy more trucks or to do more business with you because they're saving on maintenance and gas and all of those issues that we had associated before. And with also those batteries, they charge while you're driving place to place. So yes, you can plug them in at the end of the day, but they do charge on the go as well. So
How long does I mean, if I'm not driving anywhere, I have it parked on a curb, trimming trees all day, how long is that battery gonna last me without
Mhm.
charging it?
Well, it just depends on how much you're using it, how much your bucket is moving, how much juice you're taking out of it. Essentially, some jobs require more than others,
Sure.
but I would say about 4 to 6 hours.
So I'll
So half the
charge it
time
over
of a
lunch
diesel.
or All right, how does that work? I can't make it through a whole day without it if I'm in the middle of nowhere working on
4 to 6 hours of run time.
Okay.
So not
continue. Yeah.
Continuous time. Okay.
Right. Because I mean, it's not going to be using
all the time.
Yes. And we also have this new technology that's helps with our idle mitigation, like we talked about with reducing noise, reducing emissions. And these are called pressure transducers. And so essentially these go into the load sense lines, and this helps control motor speed. So that's really going to make it more efficient with energy saving. So that's something really cool that we've implemented as well, that we have offered in this kit here.
You have the transducers in the kit.
Yes, sir.
And the bucket truck lithium power.
Brand new element.
Lithium. Okay.
It's gonna make it 10 times more efficient.
It's more efficient at a higher cost as well.
Same as lithium. Same price as lithium, but
Same.
it's twin sister.
Hey, that's good to know. And then the batteries are sold separately, I'm assuming?
The batteries are included in the quote. We just, yeah.
Okay. Double check it for us. Gotcha.
Are there any other questions or concerns that I can help you guys with today?
I mean, we got the trailer down in Florida. Maintenance on anything?
I don't know. I wasn't down there. I'd like to see one move. Like I'd like to see one of our trucks move, but I didn't get the invite to Florida, so.
Yeah, we might need that trailer back. That should have been Nebraska.
Yeah. You know, we can make a whole day out of it. You know, we can test your stuff.
Is it still in Florida?
Lunch. They're on their way back.
Okay, that's fine. Just tell them to pull up.
Yeah. Swing through Kearney, you know, and grab lunch. I'm in a golf tournament tomorrow, you know. You guys could, we could get you into the golf tournament. Do you guys like to golf?
Not really, no.
Yeah, me either, but I'm just there for the vibes.
There you go.
You know, it's a fun time.
That's good.
Do you like to golf?
Oh, I love to golf. I'm not good at it, but I like to do it.
Yeah, see, it's all about having a positive attitude when you do it.
Yep.
So you might not like it, but just there for the vibes, right? Okay, well, if you guys are good with this and the payment terms we discussed, did we decide that we wanted to do 40/60?
Well, I need to check. I need at least a couple days. I'm swamped right now dealing with other stuff that I need a couple days just to see if that even makes sense.
Okay.
To switch them plus another 10% expedite on top of $45,000. And then we still have $25,000. We still have to go on main production. I got to do the math to even make sense, but the stocking 100 to 3 years worth of inventory at your facility, very eye catching for sure. If we don't have to worry about it, I mean, if it's just sitting there on the shelf, that's awesome.
For sure. And like I said, we discussed all of the benefits and value that this is really going to have for you guys. So I really think that this could be a great solution to some problems that you guys are experiencing. And I've had a really great time getting to know you guys and talking to you guys. So I hope we can move forward with this. We'll bring a trailer through again on its way back from Florida. My contact information is on here for when we get the numbers crunched and decide what we want to do there. But any questions, please let me know. And yeah, if you guys don't have any other questions for me.
Yeah, we're good.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great seeing you guys again.
Yep. Good seeing you.
Yes.
Meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Can you pick your girlfriend up to the trailer? Walk again.
Yeah, probably.